Hey everybody, Fulcher Rash. Welcome back to 365 Days of Irish Tenor Banjo Tunes. Today is day 365. Now, if you've been following along, you might be like, oh, wait a second, this isn't New Year's Eve. Thought if you started this on January 1st, you should end on New Year's Eve. Well, it turns out it's a leap year, and there's actually 366 days in this year. So, today is the last tune in the book I've been using, which is Banjo Buddies, the Big Book of 365 Irish Tunes by James Finnegan, the Banjo Buddy. So we're going to be playing the last tune in this book, but I don't want to call it a full, complete New Year's resolution until I've done a full year, which is going to be 366. So I've got a bonus tune tomorrow. But today is going to be the last trad Irish tune, and it's the last tune in the book. It's called John Ryan's Polka, or the Arma Polka, and it is in D major. Now, I'm going to do another video, sort of a wrap-up video, talking about whether this was worth it, what I learned, all those sorts of different things. So I'm going to do that separate. Probably won't get many views though, but so I wanted to give a quick shout out to some folks that have really helped me along the way in this journey of trying to do a new tune every single day, starting out as basically a beginner banjo player. So number one would be James Finnegan, obviously, for the book. It's been great source of material. When I first started out, I couldn't find anything or very little. And I was looking up mandolin tabs. I was trying to figure out how to do things, and it was pretty rough. The other person would be Enda Scahill, great online content provider, has all kinds of tutorials. You can join his, it used to be Patreon, but now he's converted to his own website. And there's some sort of, it's brand new, but there's good structure there. You can join on and you get access to tabbed out versions of all of his lessons. And he does provide a lot of his lessons for free on YouTube as well. The other person, which has been really good, is Ben Hockenberry. I think he does some courses or something in the, I don't know where, Ireland or UK or something like that. Seems where he's from. Could be the States. I'm not even sure, actually. That's a good point. Where are you from, Ben? But great material online as well. He was actually one of the very first people I found when I started looking for material. He has like a it's either top 10 or top 20 reels, top 10 jigs, those sorts of things. And if you actually follow his profile, he's got lots of good stuff. So those are the top three people if you're starting out this journey of playing Irish tenor banjo, or even if you've been playing a while and you just want to improve and find some stuff, those would be the top three I would recommend. The other sort of people that I've looked up lots of different stuff as I've been going. Nilo Cirillo on, mostly I listen to him on Apple Music. Great when you want to just listen to something in the background and try and learn a tune. Shane Farrell and Gavin McNutt are two other ones that I've listened to mostly on YouTube when I want to hear examples of songs and just kind of be blown away by the speed these guys can pull out. So anyways, this is going to be a bit of a rambly post. It's my last one, or sort of last one of the book. So I get to be rambly if I want to. Little story on this tune. It's almost like the tune that started it all, and it feels funny. I thought it would be cute to wrap it up with this. So if you don't know the story of this banjo, this is my dad's banjo, which he didn't actually really play all that much. He's more of a guitar player. And they were downsizing, moving into an apartment, and so he was getting rid of all of his musical instruments. Got my sister to store this for me in Ontario, and I picked it up. I tried playing a little bit. I had like 2-3 songs maybe that I could sort of barely get through a little bit. And then I'm in this group called the Valley Youth Fiddlers, which is mostly youth, and then the parents. We tend to play most of us play backup, it seems, although we have some parents who play fiddle as well, but I play in the backup, I play guitar. And we were going to be doing this tune, they call it Sean Ryan's Polka instead of John Ryan's Polka. And it had an opening originally. They used to use, somebody had a whistle, and the leader got wind that I was trying to learn to play banjo, and she was like, great, you can do the opening of this tune, and you can do it on the banjo. And I was like, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. And so I practiced it for not a year, but our whole year up until, and then we took a tour on the road where we did this tune, and I had to play the banjo part. And I barely got it up to speed, and I was also like just frightened to death of playing in front of an audience. Usually when I'm in the backup, I'm in the back corner and nobody can hear me. I just hang out there. Because I'm not even plugged in. There's only one or two of us guitars that are either plugged in or mic'd, and the rest of it are just kind of there playing. So this obviously I had to be mic'd because I was featured, and every single time I would just mess it up as soon as I started playing. And so we got another dude on our tour who learned it on banjo, and the guy's just like an amazing musician. He's never played banjo before, and he picks it up like nothing. And as soon as he could play it and I could play it with him, then I was fine. I could do the tune because it wasn't just being reliant on me. And so I managed to play the tune most of the time in the show, and I had backup with me just in case. So it feels funny to come around and play it now, and it's hilarious. I haven't played this tune probably in over a year and a half, 2 years maybe since we did the show. About a year and a half since we did the show. But this is kind of the thing that got me started in really wanting to get better at banjo, and that's why I got the book after a bit and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna play it again. We're gonna start it off really nice and slow, like I used to do, or like I do for folks who want to learn to play along. This one is particularly quick, especially the way the fiddlers play it, with a lot of 16th notes. So I'm just going to do a slow version, and then we'll see about speeding it up after that. So now that I have rambled for, oh my gosh, almost 7 minutes, we're going to get into the tune finally, the last tune of the book. Okay, I think I sped up a little bit as I went there, trying to keep it really nice and slow because I do remember how difficult this one was to learn when I tried. And I basically got a recording from the group and just like slowed it down as much as I possibly could. So we're going to try and speed this up. I doubt I'll be able to get it back up to what I used to play with fiddlers, but we'll make a good old admirable effort at it here as our last tune out of this book. And then join me tomorrow for the bonus tune, which is hopefully going to be pretty cool. Okay, that's probably the best I can do. As always, I struggle with this 4/16 because I always miss this finger. I have to think of slamming it down. Anyways, I think that's the best I can do with that. Seems how I haven't played it in a long time, and I'm just giving her a quick go because it's late tonight and I'm still working. I'm working on editing the sort of tutorial part of tomorrow's tune. I'm going to make it more like a tutorial. It's going to be a pretty cool tune, I hope. I tried playing through it. It's okay, I have to play it slower than the actual version, but that's kind of normal for me for a lot. Anyways, this has been super cool doing all of these tunes in this book, and it has been a super useful way to get myself better at banjo by posting these on YouTube and forcing myself to do that every day. It's really, I think, improved just my basic mechanics of picking and fingering. And after this, the plan is to not keep doing these daily posts. I am going to keep posting on occasion, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to doing 1 or 2 tunes a month and really try and learn the tune by heart, because mostly what I'm doing here is sight reading. I'm not like really absorbing this material. I'm just like playing through it, which, like I said, has been great to try all these different styles and crossing strings and forcing myself to do stuff that's way too hard for me. But I think really what I need to do now is pull it back to trying to embody the style of the music and learning the tune by heart so that I can play it without having to look at music, and then I can add in the ornamentation where it fits. So that's kind of the next goal for me on this whole thing, and I'll probably talk about that when I do the big long video. But you know me, I like to ramble. But anyways, let's just sign off for tonight, and we will have one more of these on New Year's Eve, and we will see you all tomorrow. Salam.